if you're considering dropping nearly $800 on the Meze 109 Pro headphones. Hold up, because today I'm diving deep into everything you need to know before you buy. You might expect these to be an instant win, thanks to the hype around their stunning walnut wood ear cups and audiophile-grade claims. But here's what surprised me. While they promise pure emotion and comfort, there are some real issues under the surface that you need to be aware of before pulling the trigger. So buckle up, because this isn't your average fluffy headphone review. I'm uncovering the real deal, the good, the bad, and the wait, what moments. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know exactly if the Meze 109 Pro is the headphone upgrade you've been dreaming of, or a pricey mistake waiting to happen. Let's start with who these headphones are actually for. If you're an audiophile who loves warm, natural sound and wants something that looks as badass as it sounds, yes, those genuine walnut cups are eye candy. They're definitely on your radar. Also, if you need headphones that don't demand a big amp because of their low 40-ohm impedance, the Meze 109 Pro could fit nicely into your daily carry. But if you're looking for something with a more clinical, analytical sound or super lightweight build, you might want to pause before diving in. Now, let's get into the not-so-obvious issues. First off, the sound profile. Meze claims these headphones deliver pure emotion, and to be fair, they do nail a warm and inviting soundstage. The bass is rich, the mids are lush, but here's the twist. The treble can feel a bit recessed for those used to brighter headphones, making some genres like electronic or pop music lose a bit of punch. It's like having a beautifully wrapped gift box that's missing the one thing you really wanted inside. So don't expect these headphones to deliver that super detailed sparkle or razor-sharp highs you might get from other high-end models. That said, if you're someone who prefers a smooth listen and longs for less fatigue during marathon sessions, that's a big plus. Now let me tell you about comfort. The vegan leather headband is self-adjusting with a manganese spring steel outer band inside, designed to evenly distribute pressure. Sounds great on paper and often does work well, yet the downside is that the headphones are a bit on the heavier side. After a couple of hours, you may start feeling that, honey, are you stealing the TV remote again? Kind of pressure on your head. It's definitely comfortable for shorter listening periods, but if you're chasing all-day comfort, you might want to test them yourself first. Also, because every pair of walnut ear cups has a unique grain and color, the aesthetic appeal is guaranteed to be one of a kind, which is a nice bonus. But side note, these wood cups might cause a slight change in sound signature from pair to pair, so it's not a fully uniform listening experience across all products. Speaking of build, let's talk durability. Meze really puts an emphasis on longevity here. These headphones are crafted with high-quality fasteners rather than glue, which means you can actually replace the ear cups, headband, cables, or drivers down the line. It's like buying a car that's designed to last multiple road trips instead of a shiny toy destined for the junkyard after a season. In addition, the included accessories are pretty legit. You get a hard EVA carrying case for better protection, 2 detachable TPE OFC cables of different lengths, a 3.5 to 6.3 gold-plated adapter, and even a vegan leather cable pouch to keep everything neat. Now, that is luxury-level attention to detail. Here's a little joke for you. Why did the vinyl record break up with the Meze headphones? Because it couldn't handle the emotional baggage. But seriously, the genuine wood ear cups do actually add a warmth that's quite unique, and some listeners swear they make music sound more alive. But I can't help but wonder, is it just the placebo effect in full swing? That said, the 2-year warranty does give you some peace of mind, so if any hiccups happen, Meze seems confident you'll be covered. Now, jumping back to a problem you might not expect, isolation and leakage. Because of their open-back design, these headphones aren't exactly suited for noisy environments or commuting. They leak sound pretty easily, meaning people next to you on a plane or train might accidentally get a free concert. And if you're in a loud room, the ambient noise bleeds in, defeating the purpose of trying to enjoy your music undisturbed. So if you were hoping to use these during your noisy subway ride, think twice. But if you're like me and mostly use headphones in a quiet home office or studio, this won't be a deal breaker. Let me rehook you here. What if I told you that despite these flaws, the Meze 109 Pro has a secret superpower that might just tip your opinion? Stay tuned, because in just a moment I'll reveal what makes these headphones hugely appealing to a niche but passionate group of listeners, even if they're not technically perfect by standard audiophile metrics. Alright, so here's where the story takes a hopeful turn. While the technical specs don't blow the socks off other contenders in the same price range, the emotional connection users report is real. People rave about how these headphones somehow get the music on a gut level. They might not pick apart every micro detail, but they make the listening experience deeply enjoyable and comfortable. Imagine your favorite song, played back with a touch of warmth and fullness, like it was recorded in your living room rather than a sterile studio. If emotional resonance ranks high on your priority list, the 109 Pro delivers on that front every time. Adding another twist, let's talk about versatility. Thanks to their low impedance of 40 ohms, you don't need an external amplifier to get great sound out of these. You can plug them straight into your phone, laptop, or portable DAC and still get a satisfying performance. This is huge if you're someone on the go who values convenience without sacrificing sound quality. But here's the catch. The lower impedance can sometimes make the sound a bit less detailed compared to high-impedance headphones driven by a dedicated amp. Still, it's a trade-off many are willing to make for everyday practicality. Okay, time for a second joke to keep this review fun. Why did the audiophile bring a ladder to the headphone testing session? Because the bass was too low. Cheesy. Maybe. But that low-end response on the Meze 109 Pro is genuinely impressive, tight and substantial without overpowering other elements. Perfect for genres like jazz, classical, and acoustic tunes. Now, what about the premium price? At $799, these headphones are a serious investment. So, are you getting your money's worth? The answer depends on what matters most to you. If handcrafted elegance, replaceable parts, and a warm, emotionally engaging listening experience top your list, then yes, the Meze 109 Pro can justify that price tag. However, if razor-sharp technical accuracy or ultra-lightweight portability are your deal breakers, you might find better options at this price point. Before we wrap up, here's another open loop for you. What was my personal game-changer moment with these headphones? The one thing that made me forgive the minor quirks and begin recommending them to certain friends. Hint: it has to do with how they make you feel about your music library. Stay tuned for the conclusion. One potential deal-breaker to note is that replacing some of the premium parts, like the custom wood ear cups, could be expensive and a bit tricky because of their unique natural materials. You won't just grab a replacement off the shelf like typical plastic headphones. But hey, if you love them enough, that's a small price to pay to keep your headphones looking stunning for years. Alright, I promised a personal story. When I first tried them, I was skeptical due to the high price and the kind of niche sound signature. But after hours-long sessions, the warmth and comfort won me over in a way I didn't expect. A favorite album I hadn't listened to in years suddenly felt fresh, as if the headphones coaxed out every ounce of emotion. I realized these weren't just gear, they were a gateway back into the music I loved. Final joke to end on a high note. What do you call a headphone that tells jokes? Meze funny. Seriously though, these headphones might not be perfect, but they sure bring a smile to the face of anyone who loves rich, authentic sound with a touch of style. So here's my honest verdict. The Meze 109 Pro is not for everyone, but if you want headphones that combine eye-catching design, replaceable parts, and a comforting, warm listening experience without the hassle of added amps, they're a contender worth considering. The price is steep, sure, but you're paying for craftsmanship and a unique auditory vibe more than just specs on a sheet. If you're intrigued and want to check the current best price on Amazon, you'll find the link in the description below. Prices change fast on these premium models, so don't wait too long to grab them if they've caught your ear. I hope this review helped you cut through the marketing noise and see what really matters when choosing top-tier headphones. Thanks for watching and happy listening.